Have you ever heard a wail in the dead of night carried on the wind? A sound so filled with sorrow it chills you to the bone? If you have, you might have heard the ghost of La Llorona, the weeping woman. Her story is one of the most terrifying and tragic tales ever told. A warning whispered to children for generations across Latin America. The story begins centuries ago in a small village in Mexico. There lived a woman named Maria, a peasant girl of such breathtaking beauty that all who saw her were captivated. She was proud of her looks and dreamed of a life far grander than her humble origins. One day, a wealthy nobleman rode into her village. He was handsome, dashing, and instantly smitten with Maria. He showered her with gifts and promises, and soon, against the advice of her family, she married him. For a time, their life was a fairy tale. They had 2 beautiful sons, and Maria felt her dreams had come true. But her husband was a man of the world. He traveled often, and his passion for Maria began to cool. He would come home only to visit his sons, openly ignoring Maria, and even speaking of marrying a woman of his own class. Maria's pride turned to jealousy, her love to a bitter, consuming rage. She saw her sons not as her children, but as the reason her husband still returned, the one thing tying him to a life he now despised. One evening, as she walked with her 2 little boys along the riverbank, she saw her husband's carriage pass by. Inside, he sat with a beautiful, elegant woman who was not herself, laughing and chuckling without a care in the world. He didn't even glance their way. In that moment, something inside Maria snapped. Blinded by a fury she couldn't control, she turned on her own children. In a fit of madness, she grabbed them and threw them into the rushing river. As they were swept away, disappearing beneath the dark water, the reality of what she had done crashed down upon her. A horrifying scream tore from her throat. "Ay, mis hijos! Oh, my children!" She ran frantically along the river's edge, her white gown soaked and tattered, reaching into the water. But it was too late. They were gone. Overcome with grief and guilt, Maria drowned herself in that very same river, hoping to join her sons in death. But she was denied peace. Her spirit was cursed, trapped between the living world and the next. She is forced to wander the earth for eternity, forever searching for the children she murdered. They say if you are near a river or a lake late at night, you might see her. A tall, slender figure in a flowing white dress, her face hidden in shadow, weeping endlessly. She calls out for her children, her cry echoing through the darkness. "Ay, mis hijos, be careful." Because they say if she finds a child wandering alone, she might mistake them for her own and drag them to a watery grave. So if you ever hear that mournful cry in the night, run. Don't look back. Just run. Follow and like for more content from Dark Visions.